Okay, the biggest celebrity gossip headline. Everyone is talking about this. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. They just spent a few days together in Montana, and comedian Michelle Collins tweeted out, after we found out about this yesterday, that, quote, J.Lo's been with him for like 2 weeks, and he's hot again. The Phoenix back tattoo is slowly disappearing like the photo in Back to the Future. The question is, do you agree? Does J.Lo make Ben hot?
No, not at all. And in fact, I have more to say about this. Like, to me, I get why she would choose someone familiar and also someone famous, especially if she does want to make Alex a bit jealous. It's very, says a lot without saying anything at all. But Ben is, I don't know, I find him kind of cringe, especially in light of that video that came out of him on the dating site a couple weeks ago where he was trying to hit on that 20-something influencer. I mean, hotness, let's be honest, is about so much more than objective looks. And I'm going to call out J.Lo in this too, because to me, in a way, if we think about hotness as like, there's no question, she's beautiful. But if we think about hotness as like about a personality and about, about a whole series of things, in a way, her hotness is a bit diminished, in my opinion, as a result of this. Anyway, Mel on Twitter wrote, my opinion, if this is true, is that she is the type who cannot be alone no matter how strong a persona she has. I also think she has to have someone below her level to make her shine in the front. I like her, but that's the read I get. Melissa Grelo. I don't think that was you.
Oh my gosh,
but
I have a lot to say to you, Cynthia Loyst. Okay, let me start with the positive. We actually agree on something, that I am not on team Ben Affleck. He just not, personally, just not my taste. I think he's a bit messy. I think he lives a very different lifestyle than she does. He, I think he smokes, drinks, gambles, the stuff. He's got, some demons I know he's battling, which, I feel bad for. But J.Lo doesn't live that lifestyle. She doesn't drink alcohol. She takes care of her body, like all of these things. And I thought of two things when I heard this story. Number one, what was so bad that A-Rod did? Because, boy, even by J.Lo's standards, this is a quick move. And we know she loves love and she loves being in a relationship. But this tells me something. Apparently, A-Rod is devastated because he's been trying to get back with her. So right away, I'm like, whatever you did, A-Rod, it's worse than we even know. That's my take. Number two, when it comes to J.Lo, she is the queen of not letting these relationships touch her. That's where we disagree, Cynthia, because it doesn't take the shine off of her to be with a Ben Affleck. She transcends these men. What I think she's cooking is that she always does something big and bold and better when she actually is in a relationship. She's admitted she is better in life when she's in love and has the motivation, or it's the honeymoon phase, which makes me feel like I'm excited about the next
She's the common denominator in a lot of failed relationships, I will say.
Coming.
Again, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, she's consistently, and so it does make you question, like, again, like, why not just be single? It doesn't seem to be your choice. Your picker's off. We've said this before.
Listen, hold up. We don't do that to men, do we? Whether she's in a relationship or not.
I'll do that to men.
Her relationship
I will do that to men too.
But historically, her relationship status, Gigli aside, has never touched how successful she is. She just knows she does better when she's in a relationship.
Gigli didn't hurt her either. I mean, it hurt him. But what's interesting is that, like, you asked what A-Rod did. You know what's really great about all of this, too, is that we're now hearing that A-Rod made headlines for whatever he was doing with Madison LaCroix in her DMs in February. In February is also when Ben started sliding back into J.Lo's DMs. So that's when he started shooting his shot. We're hearing that he started sending her love emails, love blasting her over email, like basically charming her with whatever, his writing. And so he was actually doing the same thing, maybe, that A-Rod was doing with Madison LaCroix. Like, how about them apples? That's what I love about this story. This is so great. I want to keep going. I love this so much.
The tea has been spilled all throughout this show. These celebrities are giving us so much. But Mel, I got to touch on something. You said bigger and better. Can you say bigger and better and Ben Affleck in the same sentence? I don't think so. This whole situation, two words come to mind. Rebound, hard rebound, and revenge sprinkled with a bit of desperation. Like, let's be honest. She just broke up with A-Rod like 5 minutes ago, J.Lo, and already, and this is also another thing people have to pay attention to. We're talking about an A-list celebrity who's very good at keeping her private life very private. So I was like, as soon as I saw the photos of him getting out of her SUV with his overnight bag or his knapsack or whatever it is, I'm like, okay, like we didn't need to see that. You guys could have handled this better. And then you spent Mother's Day weekend together.
Hold up,
Mother's Day
Andrea.
weekend?
One of the world's finest pieces of art came from these so-called PR stunts. The video, Jenny from the Block, will go down in history as one of the best videos of all time, thanks to Ben Affleck. So I live on PR.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I do not need another Jenny from the Block video in my life. I do need it.
Iconic.
Oh my God.
Agree. I will back you on that. That is like that. For what that video delivered, the gossip, the headlines, the ring, the tap on the, all of that is amazing. All of that.
That is not art.
But I have to disagree, Andrea. I disagree with you. Like I don't think that Ben isn't bigger and better. Like, I mean, for sure, the public has its opinion. But also, Hollywood is a very exclusive club. We're not in that club. I can tell you that in that club, everyone picks up the phone for Ben Affleck. Everyone finances Ben Affleck's projects. Everyone wants a piece of Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is a powerful player in the industry. He's got 3 movies coming out. They are big deals, and that matters.
We're talking about not his work. I'm not attacking his work. We're talking about his personal life. He is messy. He is in the DMs of 20-something-year-old influencers. Is this really what you want to put yourself into, 50-something-year-old super hot J.Lo? This is not a great move for us. I'm like, this is not bigger and better to get with Ben. This reeks of desperation. You want to get under A-Rod's skin. I guarantee you, A-Rod is tight. Going through his phone all the time, looking at these pictures. She knows that. No one can convince me otherwise. And everybody knows Jenny's from the block, but she does not like to be on the curb by herself for very long. And this is exactly what this is. She threw her Rolodex, through her past exes, looked at who was still single, and thought, you know what? Ben's easy. He still loves me. And let's be real. Maybe Ben was so quick to get back with J.Lo because he's thinking to himself, the last time he was truly, truly happy was maybe with J.Lo. But if it was so great, why didn't they get married 17 years ago? Why didn't they called it off just days before? I say this is such lazy dating. I know people who don't like to be single. This is what they do. In close contact with that ex just in case. Like, what are you doing, big head?
You know what?
Terrible, but I see right through it.
She works so hard. If she wants to be a lazy dater, it doesn't matter. It ain't going to touch her career. And guess what? We're talking about her. The queen.
Nobody is mad about this. How can we be mad about this? More of this, please. Thank you, J.Lo. Thank you, Ben.
Okay, let's just not call it art, please.